What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed. OG is back. You guys already know, can't talk about it. You just got to be about it. Merry Christmas to everybody. But first and foremost, I got to give a special shout out to my boy, Mr. G for real. Mr. G 2020. Hey, man, I really appreciate you, my boy. Much love and respect to you in the fullest. And to the rest of my subscribers and my followers, much love and respect as always. Merry Christmas once again. You can never say that too much. You know, some Christmases are more merrier than others, and I've lived them. You know what I mean? Behind them walls and out here. You know, but behind the walls we make the best of them. But anyways, I'm gonna bring you guys to a story that took place in a prison at my family visit. The gunner racked his gun. What he was thinking, I don't know. All I know, I was his target. But anyways, let's get into a topic a little bit here about fitness. But before I go and do that, remember to hit your like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, and share this channel with whoever you want to share it with. You just get this channel to grow. And if you guys are still struggling in your fitness journey, you already know, man, shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can't talk about it, you just got to be about it. And like I said in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, this is not a puzzle, people. It's not hard to figure out. So, let's talk about the forgotten hormone, progesterone. Okay. Sometimes progesterone is often associated with women, but can also affect men. And the reason why I say with women is because it has to do with their menopause and all that stuff that has to go along with that, you know, with women's things that they go through in their time of change. Okay. But it can also affect men. Progesterone is a precursor for testosterone, people, and helps maintain healthy levels of testosterone. Okay, potential benefits of progesterone are they deal with anti-inflammatory. It decreases inflammation in the brain. It increases neurogenesis. And if you guys don't know what neurogenesis is, it helps create new brain cells, develop new brain cells, for those of you that didn't know. It also protects against dementia, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's. And this hormone is a hormone that usually goes unnoticed and that is forgotten, man. This is something that you guys really gotta take into consideration in seeing where your levels are with this, because it has great benefits to the body. It helps maintain muscle mass. It really helps out with your immune system as well. And one of the main things too, you know, it prevents the enlargement of the prostate. You know, so there's a lot of people out here that suffer with prostate problems. So this is something that I would suggest looking into. You know, I mean, you can't go wrong with it. You know, like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, anything that has to do with health, when you invest in yourself, is a win-win, man. You know, it is what it is. So not only does it prevent the enlargement of the prostate, it also helps reduce the risk of tissue in men's breasts. You know, not breasts, but their chest. It'll keep them from getting breast. You know, so it's really important. And I could go on talking about this. It has so many benefits, and the other hormones and stuff that works along side to side with this. But tomorrow I'll carry that topic on because I don't want to bore my audience. I know a lot of my audience like to hear about the fitness, but I know there's a lot of you guys also that like to hear about the drama or the stuff that goes on behind them walls, you know. So I've lived both lives. Today my life is all about fitness and getting right physically, mentally, and spiritually. And my passion is to help other people with their lives, help them change their lives. You know, there ain't nothing better than seeing one of my day oneers that came in broken, lost, and not knowing what to do. And 6 months down the line, they're on top of their A game, man. They've gotten raises at their jobs, their performance with their family, the participation levels, the trust within their families has skyrocketed. You know, because when you start working on yourself and becoming that best version of yourself, man, it shows. You know, you could walk into a room and you're gonna stand out. It's not that you're over there trying to showboat or anything like that. It's kind of, you know, it's obvious. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you guys a little example here. Here's a really good example for those of you that's done time. You know, when we first get locked up, most of us are pretty fucking shot out, man. We're beat up from the feet up, wrecked up from the neck up, and tore up from the floor up, okay? When we enter that system and we see these new little cadets or deputies, whatever you want to address them as, you see them and you see us, and you can see the difference, how healthy they are. And I'm not speaking for the older cats, because the older cats, them fuckers, man, they end up getting, you know, shot out themselves, you know what I mean? Whatever they're doing, you know. I'm sure they have a high, how should I say, because I've been put up on game and about their lifestyles. They have a real high rate of divorce and alcoholism, and, you know, whatever else comes along with that. You know, they're only human, you know. Just because they're wearing a motherfucking badge doesn't mean they're any different from us. You know, my badge is way different. This is my badge, baby, my war paint. You know, for those of you that know, you know. For those of you that don't know, you don't need to know. And for those of you that want to ask, it means nothing. It's just tattoos. That's it. But anyways, people, so I said I was going to bring you to a little story about myself. But before I get going to that story, remember, people, leave your comments down below. Let's start next year by being a little bit more respectful and cleaner. You know, I'm just putting it out there, you know. Like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, I could take a fucking horse to water, but I can't force it to drink. So I'm just going to put it out there, man. You know, as far as those individuals, the one that fucking straight up dropped a dime on me the other day, I'm not going to address you guys anymore. You know, when I give my shout outs to you guys in the appreciation, I include you guys as well, but I'm not going to put your title out there anymore, because for some reason, some of them individuals, it tends to spark a fire under their ass. You know, and now I really don't need that. I don't need my platform to be used as a how should I say, a fucking a texting war. You know, where people go to war and all that. You know, it's, I mean, I'm not going to be able to stop it, but, you know, at least I could speak on it. You know, I'm not stamping that type of fucking negativity on my platform, because you know what I'm all about. I'm all about pushing that positive vibe. Now, I'm trying to show our people that there's a different way to break them limited beliefs, man. I'm living proof, you know. Like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, you know, I come from the ghetto, from the ghetto. You know, my hood is, you know, we was deep in it to the fullest. We're still in it to win it, baby. You know what I mean? I love my hood to the death. I love every last one of my homeboys, like I've said in the past. Every last one of my homeboys has a different personality, and that's what makes my neighborhood unique. You know what I mean? We are who we are, and we're respected by all. And I'm hated by a lot as well. And I'm going to leave that last part out, because, you know, there's a lot of sensitive people out there. But anyways, if you guys know, you know, man. Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, I broke them limited beliefs. I'm living proof in myself, you know what I mean? I went from homeless, from the gang banging, from being stabbed. I've been shot at. I've never gotten shot, but I've been stabbed. There's been many attempts on my life in the past, and I was able to pull through, make it through. And I've lost a lot of good homeboys during my time growing up, and rest in peace to all of them. It was just part of our life growing up, and I'm sure a lot of hoods, they could relate to it. Just some are a little bit more off the hook than others. We've pretty much created a stronghold in my neighborhood, and that's what it is. But anyways, like I said, people, I've broke them limited beliefs. I know I'm rambling on. OG always does this, so for those of you that know, you know. So anyways, yeah, I broke my limited beliefs, went to the hood, did all the hood things. I went homeless. I got addicted to drugs, alcoholism. And for those of you thinking that I'm a tecato, nah, never that, man. I've never stuck a needle in my arm, and I never will. The only needles that's ever been on me are the ones, behind them walls, or paper clips, because if you guys ever go to my back, my bio on my Instagram, take a look at my back eye buster right there. That thing was done with the paper clip. That whole piece was done with the paper clip. So anyways, people, but yeah, so I broke them limited beliefs, man, and this current day, today, I'm a full-time online fitness coach. I was able to retire from truck driving and hang up my boots. I've retired from doing my thing in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? I'm an OG now. And now, like I said, I'm trying out here to be out here pushing that positive vibe. Right now, I was able to buy a property, and it wasn't just one house. I bought 2 houses. So for those of you that think that I'm living at home in my jefita cellar, nah, my jefita, rest in peace, many moons ago, people. But you guys just keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? I really don't need to validate anything with anybody. So anyways, let's get to the story, people. So here I am up north in the Pinta, new to the system. Was in a Pinta that was rocking and rolling. I spoke about it in the past, and I was able to pull through and get married. You know what I mean? Along with marriage comes family visits, visita time. Everybody's looking forward to them. Even even back then, the lifers had full access to family visits. Actually, I believe they got them back now this day too. They did, yeah, they did. But anyways, so I went through the whole process, got married, had my best man come out, of course, my Sally, and I could have a witness and all that. They allowed that back in the day to come out to the visiting room and witness my marriage with my wife. We went through the whole process. We hired someone from up north, pastor or whatever you call him, reverend, to come and do our thing to marry us. So anyways, we get married, we do the whole thing. Back then, they were like 8-hour visits, so kicked it, vending machines, had a good time, you know what I mean? During the end of the visit, it was, I was happy. It was hard for my wife because, she got to go back home, all the way back, down here to the city of El Monte. It was sad, but I was happy at the same time because, I was young and saying, well, yeah, I'm family visit time now, baby. And then not only that, one of the camaradas right there was in charge of the family visiting, so I was able to get my application pushed forward, you know what I mean? So it was good, man, But yeah, so sitting in a Pinta up north that was rocking and rolling, you know what I mean? It wasn't like rocking and rolling every day, but there was tension in the air, you know what I mean? There's so much tension, you could cut it with your motherfucking, with your piece, It's just the way it was, people. And so from when I dropped my application to get my family visit, I got approved. It was on the waiting list, you know what I mean? So during this time, it wasn't so much stress, but it was like a want, you know what I mean? wanting and trying to rush the process, because at any given moment that yard could go off and all movement will move. You know what I mean? Will get slammed down. So every day was like a challenge. Just being on my P's and Q's and just rolling with the flow, because I was already approved for my family visit. And if you guys are familiar with hard timing, that was probably the most hardest time I've ever done was right there waiting on my date. And the reason is, like I said, is because I could have lost it, because something could have set off right there in the yard. And yes, it was a yard filled with norteños and us, and of course the morenos and so on and so on. But our biggest threat back then was, like I said, this one faction that came out from up north. And yeah, so anyways, and because of this faction right here is the reason why we wear them paños around our neck. For those of you that know, you know. So those of you that wear them paños around your neck like a trend, there's a reason why we used to wear those. Because I don't wear a paño like that around the neck and all that. I know that a lot of the homies do it out here, you know what I mean? It's a trend, but there was a reason why we did that, you know what I'm saying? And maybe one day I'll touch on that topic. But anyways, yeah, so the day comes, man. Get my family visit, get locked and loaded. Man, the food was so good, because back then you could order food from outside, you know what I mean? From a catering business that they did catering with. Had the bomb-ass chicken and stuff like that. I forget. It's been a cool minute, man. But it was out there in Soledad, Monterey, towards that area, whoever they did the business with for the family visiting room. And it was really good though. But the thing about it, man, right there at the pinta that I was at, count time, man, was like just fucking terrible. It came in like so fast, man. I would have to always come outside and show my face to the gunner, wave to him at all hours of the day, man. It was fucking worse than being right there on the yard, nighttime and shit. I'd have to come out, they'd ring the phone, disrupt the family's peacetime and shit. But yeah, but it was like one of the greatest things to go through. But at the end, it was like, fuck, man. It was bad, man. I was young, and I didn't know when I was gonna see my family again. My wife had pulled up with my second youngest son. No, well, both of my sons. I think it was, yeah, both of my sons. It's been a cool minute, man. My sons are older now, but yeah, they pulled up and we spent our days there. It was like one of the happiest days of my life. I was sober, seeing my family, my kids and all that. But when it was time to leave, man, to depart, that was a motherfucker, man. I am going to keep it 100% with you, man. When I had to let go of my wife all over again, brought tears to my eyes. And it brought so much, it was like ripping a piece out of me, my heart, from me when I had to depart with them again, because when the bus came to pick them up, I wanted to go with them so bad, because I could see my wife, the hurt in her eyes, and my kids like wondering like what's going on. It killed me. It killed me. And for that slightest moment, I forgot where I was at. And when they were hopping on the bus, I went outside of them gates where I shouldn't have went out of, from the little housing part right there, and stood in the roadway. And I hear somebody yelling at me, but I'm not paying no attention. I see my wife come to the back of the bus. She's crying. She's waving, my kids. And me too, you know what I mean? It's like brought tears, but I'm not paying attention. I could hear somebody yelling at me. And then the bus goes and drives away, and I'm sitting right there just watching this bus drive away. And I'm hearing somebody yelling at me in the back. And then I hear this clank that... Okay, no, it wasn't like a shotgun. It was the bolt action from the Mini 14, and this guy's yelling at me to get the fuck inside. Get inside, and it didn't click to me. This fool was locked on me, ready to dome me. I guess he may have thought that I was going to try to make an escape, because I went out there to where the bus was. I wasn't thinking, people. I was young, foolish, you know. And to see my wife and my kids leave from me again, it killed me. And then once the bus got out of sight, like I said, man, reality kicked in, and realized, hey, I'm back in the war zone again. Back to normal program, I guess you could say. You could call it that. But anyways, I thought I would bring you guys that story, man. The fucking gunner was gonna fucking blast my ass. If I wouldn't have heard that bolt action, he probably would have done me, got me for attempted escape or something. You know, so once again, I was saved by God, baby. It's no other. There's no other reason, you know. But yeah, that was like one of the hardest days I've ever done time. Was that first time to let go of my wife all over again, you know. But anyways, people, I told you I'd bring you a quick little story, and I did. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the grind. As always, I will keep on bringing you that content. And once again, to my supporter, Mr. G for real, Mr. G 2020, much love and respect to you and all the real ones that surround you, my boy, and all your family. And may you be blessed, brother. I appreciate what you did today from the heart. You know, I never expected anything like that, man. But yeah, I really appreciate you, brother. And before I leave, people, if you guys are still struggling in your fitness journey, you guys already know what you need to do, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all. Share my channel, people. Let's get this channel to grow. You know, share it with your relatives, your loved ones, your significant other, or whoever, co-workers. You know what I mean? Let's get it to grow, and leave your comments down below, or topics that you want me to touch on. And if you guys want me to touch on that topic about the paño around the neck, the trending fashion that's going on till this day, there's reason why we used to wear them paños around our necks. And for those of you that know, you know. But anyways, people, you guys already know, man. Get up and get yours. Merry Christmas.